What's up, Matterporters? What I've got right here is the new Matterport Pro 3. What you get is a case for your Pro 3. Let's pop this out. Pro 3's in there. I'll get to that in a second. Quick start guide is right here. By the way, your box will probably be a little different than exactly what you see here. Because this is a pre-production box, things like the quick start guide and maybe a little bit of the packaging are going to be slightly different than what you're going to be getting. All right, now we've got the battery, cradle for the battery, and a quick release clamp. This clearly looks like no other quick release clamp you've probably seen, and I'll get into exactly how this is used. We've got a lens cloth. Can't have too many of these. That's great. We've got the power brick, the charger, the cable. Got some international plugs. This is really simple to connect. I'm guessing you've probably seen something like this before, where you just take this without pulling the US prongs out. You can just slip this right in, and you've got international plugs right there, so that's very cool. Plug that into the USB cable, and there's your setup. In order to charge this, just take the battery and set it right in there. Now I want to talk about the quick release clamp. This has a built-in clutch, so this is the mechanism that allows you to freely turn your Pro 3 around and move it if you need to. Before I go ahead and pop this on the tripod, of course, can't forget the camera itself. So the camera does fit really nice and snug into the case that it comes with. There is a handle at the top, and it comes with this little strap that you can just pull to pop the camera out of the case. Otherwise, it would be a little bit difficult to get this out. You have a mirror, so I'm just going to pull this up, and then I can pull this out just like that. This thing is so... I gotta do this. Check this out. As you can see in the front, we've got a massive lens with a super large RGB sensor for spectacular image quality. Right here, you've got your LiDAR mirror. So this is gonna spin around to get the high definition point cloud. And in the back, you've got things like status of the battery, Wi-Fi connectivity, and of course the power button right here. The battery goes right here in the bottom, and the quick release clamp goes right here. All right, let's put this on the tripod and see what it looks like. Right here, I've got the new Matterport Pro tripod. I want to put on the quick release clamp just like any other. We can just go ahead and pop this right on. I want to make sure that the camera and the quick release clamp are flush. Now, what I like to do is just kind of hold it down right here above the quick release clamp and just clamp that shut. That's it. As far as the battery goes, this camera does have one battery. You may want to get a spare battery. That way, when one runs out, you just pop a new one in. And it's important to note that when storing your camera, go ahead and take the battery out of the camera. That way, it'll just last a lot longer. Let's pop this in. The contact points are towards the front of the camera. So we'll just pop that like that. And all the way in. Hear the click, make sure that the battery is flush with the bottom of the camera. If it's not, just push it in all the way, and that's it. Now with the battery in place, I just have to hold the power button right back here for about 3 seconds or so until you see the Matterport logo, and that tells you that the camera is booting up. As always, I hope this information was helpful, but if you do have any more questions, check out our FAQ page for the Pro 3 at matterport.com.